Okay guys, we got the sirens, we have that trend of madness and craziness, which is why you guys know I love to travel, but let's get right on to it. I'm talking about carbohydrates. Now a lot of you guys try to drop your carbohydrates down to 0. And I'm like, what are you doing? You need that prebiotic fiber to clear out the old gut where you guys have issues. Now, if we didn't have issues in the wild, we wouldn't need all of this prebiotic fiber because we would have normal gut bacterial balance. We don't. So we need to pull that shite out, literally. Just saying. A lot of you guys have chronic constipation because of gut imbalance, dysbiosis, SIBO. You might have a thyroid condition, you might be on iron pills, who knows, or medications that constipate you. But let's talk about the carbs. So a lot of people, like I said, try to cut out the carbs, but you cannot cut out your carbs on a ketogenic protocol for the reasons that I just mentioned for the gut. With that said, people are afraid to eat it because they think that it's going to spike their blood sugar. But let's check out, let's say here, broccoli. Now, if I stick broccoli in my mouth, that's not going anywhere, right? Because that fiber, that tough fiber, has to be broken down, and the amylase in my saliva is going to have a difficult time to break down this type of a carbohydrate. Now, it will happen eventually over time, but I presume that this will be in my mouth for a couple of hours before broken down. If you put a cracker or a potato chip in your mouth, it's broken down immediately. Now, a lot of people believe that we are designed to eat starches and sugars because we do have the amylase to start breaking it down. But in nature, we wouldn't have the accessibility to potatoes and to crackers and to processed breads, grains, and all this nonsense. So if you take this has carbohydrate in it, very little because it's only one little piece of broccoli. But if I have a bowl of broccoli, the carbohydrate count, if there's 8 grams of carbs in, like, let's say 2 huge heaping handfuls of measured raw, your body has to break down this tough fiber to get to the carbohydrate. So when your body is trying to keto adapt and you have the fear of too much glucose within the bloodstream, well, it's very difficult to obtain a lot of glucose in the bloodstream when the body has to break down all that fiber. So with that said, stop eliminating your vegetables. This is considered a cruciferous vegetable because it's very fibrous, right? So your body has to, and your digestive tract has to break it down before the glucose can be utilized. So it's just dripping into the bloodstream without slamming into the bloodstream, and therefore making the inability to use ketones because of the glucose being too high. Well, the glucose is not going to be too high with broccoli or cabbage or cauliflower or asparagus or Brussels sprouts, as long as they're not overcooked. But other vegetables like zucchini and squash don't have enough of this fiber. So the rate at which that carb in big amounts, 2 big handfuls, is going to be too high for a ketogenic person to adapt. So don't cut out your vegetables. Keep in the cruciferous vegetables. And you don't really have to count as long as you saute it, slightly steam it. Be careful to eat it raw for those who have problems with phytates and goitrogens or a thyroid issue. Check to see if this stuff bloats you, because if it bloats you, you need to saute it. Yeah, you need to saute it. But other than the histamine intolerant people who must rotate their cruciferous vegetables, you never cut it completely out. You will have backed up issues with the old digestive tract if you completely eliminate all vegetables and eat fatty meats, which it's not going to constipate you as much as a chicken breast. Now remember, chicken breast and tuna are made out of pure proteins, very, very little fat. And so we want fatty meats, right? We've got pork, pastured, we've got grass-fed beef, and we have salmon, sardines, we have fatty cuts of lamb, and we have the chicken thighs, wings, turkey thighs. But the lean meats on a ketogenic protocol, no. A lot of you guys go too high in protein, too little in carbohydrate. Even in the cruciferous family, do not cut out your cruciferous vegetables. Semi-cook them. There should still be a little crunch in the middle. That prebiotic fiber will help the probiotic in your foods to attach to the prebiotic fiber and help balance this gut. So that's really what I want to say today. I'm super excited because I'm going to Australia to do a talk in Perth, Sydney, and Melbourne. I know I got them, they don't do the whole West Coast, East Coast, but I do. I was like, okay, so I'll be going to the West Coast. They're like, hey, we don't talk like that. Anyway, I'm really excited to do this seminar series over in Australia, and I will also be going back to South Africa in January. So be looking out. I'm also going to be creating workouts on my website. I'm in the process of completing this project, so be looking out, and peace out. Go to stephanieperson.com. I still have nutritional plans and a little information, and you can book consultations, and you can go to Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page just for great information, or stick on the YouTube channel. But y'all, Instagram, Stephanie Ketogenic. But I'm out because I got some energy and I got the business. Yeah, peace.